Howdy ho! Andrew Kalfear here. Welcome to the Onion Buns. It's time for another edition of hilarious gaming stories. So we're going to go back to second edition D&D. I hate paladins. I really do. It kind of echoes my political viewpoint is I hate extremism, be it right wing or left wing. I'm a moderate. Well, paladins to me are extreme. They're extremists. They're religious extremists. So I have always hated paladins. I hate them even more in 5th edition because now they're gods. Like, they're god characters. They're so frickin' overpowered, it's ridiculous. So this was 2nd edition, and I had a buddy who played a paladin. He called it Boromir from Lord of the Rings. I called it Boringmere. And so I played Kalfear. Now, Kalfear, originally, I rolled up in a game called Chivalry and Sorcery. And then I transferred him over to Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, 2nd edition. And much to my surprise, because I never really viewed him as evil, but he wasn't good either. But in D&D terms, he was lawful evil. There was no way around it. His characteristics was lawful evil originally. So that's what I was playing, and I was playing with Bill, who had the Boromir character, Paladin. And, you know, I don't role play a lot anymore. You know, I'm 59 years old, and I try to create interesting characters. Like in my current D&D game, I'm playing Ethan Boom LaFlange. He's a wizard who loves fire, and I've tried to build his characteristics around his loving of fire. And so I still try to create characters, but I don't go headstrong into the role play like I used to when I was in my 20s and even my 30s. You know, like I said, I'm not going to relearn the Drow language. And yeah, so Bill and I are playing. We're playing an adventure, and, you know, we're coexisting for the most part, but Bill's a fairly good role player as well. So we're clashing. We're clashing, as would be expected. You got a lawful good and a lawful evil. They're gonna clash. So we went through the adventure and everything and blah blah blah, and we finished the adventure. And at the end, it's like, well, I can't leave it like that. I just can't. He's a paladin. I can't do it. My character won't do it. And I was a high-level wizard. Like, Kalfear was a multi-class character. He was a wizard, a cleric, and a fighter. And back then, multi-classes were done very differently back then. So I was like, most of my strength was wizard. My cleric ability was a few levels lower. And then my fighter was probably about half of the levels of what my wizard was. So, you know, the fighter was just kind of when we transferred it from chivalry and sorcery, that's just how it fit. Is he needed to have the fighting ability, even though it wasn't his main forte. So that's what we came up with. So anyway, I just couldn't let it end like that. So when Bill wasn't looking, I took out a bunch of little pitch balls in my hand and put delayed blast fireball on them. And then I walked up and I said, "Oh, it's so good to travel with you, even if you are a paladin." And I patted him on the back, and I did my sleight of hand roll, and I dropped the pitch balls into his backpack. And then I stood back, and Bill walking over hill, and all of a sudden, boom! And I felt good. It didn't kill him. We were all high level enough that one set of delayed blast fireballs is not going to kill any of us back then. But it was like, now I feel like I've played my character. So yeah, roleplay can be fun. That's what she said. Anyway, if you like my video, leave a like, a subscribe, and a share. I'm trying to grow my channel, and a like, a subscribe, and a share does me wonders, and I do appreciate it. Don't ever think I don't. If you didn't like the video, you're probably averse to a delayed blast fireball, but you can leave a dislike if you want. Feel free to leave a comment. Don't worry, I don't swing my cane too strongly anymore if I dislike your comment. And as always, pew pew pew, boom, and shit. Thanks for watching. Bye.